Yo guys, morning. Welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. This is ARP 751, I believe, the first live stream today, so L1. With that being said, if you want to understand how we break down the Ahn Rho Project into the subdomains of life, sub-series, analogies, the concept behind it, as well as the copyright-free music and the live streaming schedule, every day 2 times, the timing, all that kind of stuff can be found in past live streams, introductions for the past 3.5 years, straight to January 2021. And so if you want to break down in summary, you can go over there. With that being said, we're going to say that, of course, this is the self-therapeutic, self-improvement process and project. And in the next minute, maybe to 45 seconds, I'll just run through. We're going to break down the live stream into about 4 or 5 different segments. The first one, obviously, into the brief introduction and table of contents right now. After that, we're going to do a first phase, which has to do with largely the photographs that you see on the screen. What you see is what you get. We'll get to that in a second, but basically it's a lot of shopping for supermarket groceries, but also scouting out items that we need for kitchenware that we've been looking for, as well as equipment and technological equipment. After that, the commentation, the commentary, diet, nutrition, dinner, food, stuff like that. The photography is out. The second session, the third session will be maybe about 5 minutes in. We're going to start moving around. We're going to be actively engaged in the room. We're going to get up and you're going to see it's much more engaging. I'm going to be walking around and sorting out the things that need to get covered visually on stream. And then the last 2 sections of the stream will be more abstract. So maybe 10 minutes in. And the stream is only about 14 minutes long, so it's not very much time. Because it has to be useful for me too, right? I mean, obviously can't waste too much time there, but basically the last 2 segments, the last one will be more abstract, sorry, excuse me. It's going to be something along the lines of relationships, finance, income tax, health products, stuff that I can't really showcase visually. And then the very last thing is a take-home message as usual. And keep in mind 2-3 different things right now before we get started into the photography session, first stage. Is that this is going to be real, raw, and genuine. I'm going to be honest, and that means I will cover the good, bad, and ugly in life. I won't shy away from non-PC topics or anything like that, because fuck, if it's going to be a real recording of my life, then it has to be honest. Next, I should also mention that the main purpose, and this I always have to constantly remind myself, urgency and purpose and systems and goals. Stay on track. What is the most important thing I need to do with the project is to make it something of high utility for myself. So most importantly, it has to be useful for me. And then eventually, if it becomes useful for other people or just engaging or entertaining to watch, then that's great. But most importantly, it has to be useful. Okay, with that being said, let's get started. So we have some, what we have here are a bunch of photographs of, I went to a Chinese supermarket yesterday. So we're going to cover the photography session right now. You can see it's a lot of photography. I've only taken 3 batch screenshots and shown them to the screen. I don't want to do individual photographs because that take forever. You can see here that I was scouting out right above here, above yesterday's breakfast and depth food items. We have these utility knives from the Chinese supermarket, TNT supermarket. We have above also some things that are kind of like outsourced, made in China, kind of very low quality items there. And I'm basically trying to see if there's anything there that's of interest, specifically with, say, a tiny mic, something that would be like give me an option to speak into the phone without actually having to be up close to the phone. Obviously, I didn't find anything like that. It's not a tech store, it's a supermarket, right? But they always have these sort of interesting things, and I had to take a look. That said, I'm moving above. I can see also there's also those masks. I wanted to get some pricing adjustments, so get a sense of how much it would cost for about $5.99 or so $6, so plus tax maybe about $7. You could get about 50 of those blue pleated surgical masks. So I'm pretty sure they're pretty low quality, but the fact is, at least I can, it is serving as some sort of a barrier at the very minimum. And at the very minimum, very, very basic minimum, at least if I put it on, I can go through public transit and not worry about being barred from that. So this is the first screenshot here we have, and I'm gonna get rid of this now. So zoom out, see if there's anything missed. I don't see anything particular that I missed out on. There are some phone cases, some clip design, some nail clippers, as well as on top left some some no-name brand things. I would see things from No Frills usually. So moving on, and that's just a Western supermarket, by the way. Okay, so take a look at this. And what we have here is, some stuff that I was scouting out. I've been looking for a new bowl for a while now, because the one that I have right now comes from a dollar store called Dollarama, and it's just really, it is homegrown, Montreal, Canada. And I will say that obviously it is not something that I really, the first one I had was a square bowl. It broke. I'm looking for one that's square shaped once again, that has intricate designs, traditional Chinese, Cantonese designs, but I can't find anything here that's worthy, because most of it's either round and it costs too much, and I'm trying to be frugal. You can see at the very top I also like to take photographs of knives, just to knives. We got that kind of hobby thing. Next on the side we also see Chinese, what we call it, zhengkei. So that's traditional chess, Chinese chess. That's what you see right there on the right hand side. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. You can see right there where my thumb's pointing. And then very bottom left, bottom right, you see some chopsticks, disposable bamboo chopsticks, 48 pairs for literally about $3. And I definitely want these, because whenever I eat my dinner at my workplace, and I'm glad that I have the habit set up. Now I say dinner, not lunch, because it is dinner, it's not lunch. I would be able to just make use of these instead of using plastic spoons all the time. Alright, and the last screenshot here, so we're about 6 minutes in, and we're wrapping up here, almost. We have these more things we purchased, these things we actually purchased from the grocery store. The bowls, like I said, I'm just scouting out. The cheapest one's for $4, but it's round, I didn't buy it. So the things we did buy were just food. So for dinner, we're going to get to that in the second session, the second stage, visually, when we get up in a minute or so. But basically there's the food that I purchased, and some stuff I didn't purchase as well. At the very top is like some green tea pastry, stuff like that. But the ones I did purchase are that kind of pork ribs with chicken feet. I know chicken feet sounds disgusting, but trust me, it's not that bad. It's actually pretty good. And it's got this kind of like sweet, tangy flavor to it. But that's just because of the sauté sauce. The main highlight was just the pork chops and the rice. I haven't eaten rice in so long. It feels like almost 3 months. I've been eating bread and like junk food and shit like that. That's my fault. Yeah. Above at the very top, you also see that there's more different variations. We have the Chinese sausages, as well as broccoli, and so okay, at least you got some veggies in there. You see the hot food section there with the next stuff, and then finally the moon cake thing, Hong Kong style HK. All right, let's get rid of this. And for today's breakfast, so this is the last photograph today. We had these kind of things right here. Very healthy compared to what I've been eating. So you have these Usana supplements at the very top left. You have the Ensure from Abbott Laboratories. You can find that from Walmart really cheap for like $10, 6 bottles. That's Ensure. And then we have in the oatmeal more oatmeal a mix of ground flax seeds from Joe's Tasty Travels brand. You can find this from Walmart as well as like what else is inside, like Usana brand, pumpkin spice, Nutrimeal, so all that kind of stuff. And okay, and ground clothes came from Price Chopper. So let's get rid of these now, and let's stand up. So there's a fourth portion of the stream. We're gonna get up now. This is region D1. D2 has a lot of new items here. D1, I have some new items as well. On the side here, I'm gonna try to flip this bag up here for a second here, and we'll try to cover what's inside the TNT bag. Over to A7, A8, and so those are 3 regions we want to cover today. Let's start here. It's a big mess again, so we have again the photographs of the pork chops and stuff like that. And let me turn on the light, by the way, just to make this a little interesting. So bright green light kind of thing. All right, so with the remote. Okay, so we have this Hong Kong pastry thing, right? We have this kind of the chopsticks, the spoons, and what I should do obviously is the pork chops all finished. I'm going to toss this out when I go to work. Go out to get the groceries today and get some equipment as for the project, for business, and for work even. And so all this stuff needs to go away. All this is trash. I also have replenished the Usana health supplements here. So particularly the bottle of Biomega. I have only 1 capsule in here left for tomorrow, and then this one here is the new bottle. And again, taking this from region C1, C2 over to A5. I'm gonna take off the wrap as usual, and doing that on stream right now. Don't really have to, and I'll place it in there, just underneath that kind of little gap, that gap space you see. So it is trash as well, and I can just insert it here, and I'm gonna put, you know, bags within a bag within a bag as usual when it comes to logistics. I'm gonna put all this inside, and it's all trash here. So, and then in addition to that, we have this produce bag from the bananas. We'll get to in a second, but that is actually something that it's just a logistical affair there, and I can just bag it all together. We have also this whole bio, sorry, Usana whole bio, and this one comes from it's a class 4 item, a gift item from my colleague KM. She came by to drop out the products that she picked up on my behalf, so I ate a bar of this. I was feeling pretty miserable yesterday. I just wasted about 9 days. I can't say 9 hours. It wasn't much of a waste. I realize now that I was kind of de-stressing. So on top of replenishing the bio mega and having one there, I also have the health packs, right? So I took a week's supply again from region C1, C2, and now I can place it down here. And so when I go to work, I'll have one of these health packs with resveratrol, vitamins, minerals, everything that I need. Okay, so that's that. This is recyclable. This is trash. You need to bundle all together, and we're going to move this all, you know, all over top of this bowl here. That I had to wash. You know, it's for breakfast this morning. I was late, and to move all of this stuff here off stream later on over to region D1 and put them inside this damn bag here and take it over to outside when I go to work. I mean, when I get the groceries and equipment and stuff. Okay, next. So next to it, now we're into D1, and D1 has some, it's very quick. Unfortunately, I got a new shopping bag. I'm not supposed to do that. I'm trying to get rid of all the shopping bags, but by the end of tomorrow, I will at least get rid of these two here. We have this TNT in here. Like I said, on the photographs, we have these 48 chopsticks, bamboo chopsticks, and the 48 pairs. Gotta get my fucking nails cut off. Alright, and then we have these bananas here. 3 green ripe bananas, and for the fiber and stuff like that. So that's all that's aside from the pork chops, and like I said, the rest is garbage. Gotta start using this bag here. Okay, let's move up here. Last thing we need to cover for, I think, today is, well, maybe this. We want to really try to get through this coat. I want to mention the clothing here in D1. I'm going to take off these tags here, like I said. Both of them were on sale. It says 40 bucks. I got this one for about like 20. And then the vest was, no, I got this for 10. Shit. But, you know, they always mark up the price anyways. So this for 40 bucks. I got it for 10. That's like, shit, 75% off. The other one was 8, was 60. And that was a shirt. I really warm. This red one is the gray one for 40 was actually just for 10, and the red one here for 60, markup obviously down to 20, so that's like 66% off. Anyways, winter clothing clearance sale, that's all it is. I need to take out the tags there and start scanning them. I have a lot of stuff to scan, whether it be mail from financial institutions to the receipts to dental benefits, and invoicing. And now we have invoices up here. So in region D2, the very top, we have on the inside a whole bunch of these receipts, these invoices, and that's because 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of these Usana Health products on the inside. Again, for my clients and myself, largely on the inside, we have a lot of sanitation equipment, basically hand soap and stuff like that. But the one that's really relevant for me personally is my own personal supplements inside here. I believe it's the middle one. Okay, and that has Hypo Plus and stuff. Okay, so and then finally we have some class 4 items right here, which is, like I said, you can see the Usana whole bio, as well as some oranges apparently she gave me. So that's kind of stuff that is class 4 in nature, meaning it's a gift item. I didn't purchase it myself. That being said, I actually don't have much time left. Only about 30 seconds, so I'm going to deliver take-home message. I will say that the last portion, in terms of abstract stuff, I had to get the email once again sent over to income tax. Didn't do very much of that yesterday, and I did recording today as well in the morning, so I'll refer to that kind of like stuff in the future live stream, or just have it standalone recording. With that being said, take-home message: take care of your health, your finance, yourself. Make sure you're a strong, responsible, disciplined individual. Not trying to preach, just trying to practice what I do. And with that being said, I hope you share this understanding that you can only take care of the people if you take care of yourself first. Hope to see a better version of you as of myself in the next live stream tomorrow morning. This is Ahn Rho signing out. Ciao.